Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Kev. It's fucking Kev here, y'all. And I got some confessions. This is my confession. Damn, I forgot about that song. I just thought about it when this video started. Whose song was that? Usher. Why the hell did I think about that? I don't know, but I got some confessions. You know, I used to cheat on my logbook years ago before electronic logs and shit. Be sitting somewhere for hours waiting to get loaded or waiting to get unloaded or stuck in traffic or something, and I tear that damn page out and make a new page. Drive all night, get 2 hours sleep, get up and do it all again in the morning. But I hit a bunch of potholes too all the time. But you could look at my logbook and be like, damn, this fucker's on point. That's the art of outlaw trucking. That's how you used to be able to do it. I mean, I guess you can still do it now, but I don't have to now. You know, it was when I was on the road, I strive to get a load on and a load off every day. I had to do that. That's the only way you can make any money. And sometimes you ain't getting the load on or off until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And you started at, 4 o'clock the previous morning or earlier. This shit happens. Trucking business is rough sometimes. And you don't get a lot of sleep. I don't get a lot of sleep now. I don't know. I get anywhere from 4 to 7 hours sleep a night, and I'm up. I can't sleep. I mean, I go home for 13 hours in between my driving. But yeah, that's one confession. What's another confession? I like guns. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just get on GunBroker. I'm letting you on, darling. Come on with it. I'll just get on GunBroker and order parts for a gun that I have, or just order a whole new gun. Sometimes that shit happens like that sometimes, and then I turn around and I'm like, damn, where am I going to put this gun? That's happened a lot. A whole lot. Or I'll be feeling down in the dumps and I'll just order parts for a four-wheeler that I ain't worked on in 6 months. It's just been sitting and I know what I need to fix it, and I'll just order parts for it. Whether I'll get around to installing the parts or not at a decent time frame, I have no fucking clue, but the parts will be sitting there. So whenever I don't have nothing to do, I can just go do that. That's another confession. Sometimes I just go in my garage and I got in my mind I need to do this and this and this and this and this, and I'll pop open a beer and I'll just stand there and look at shit for a long time and take pictures and fuck around on social media, and I should be working on some shit in my garage, and I don't do it. I'm just like procrastinating on it. Man, I mean, it could be because I'm off on weekends most of the time. I don't know. Here recently, I've worked some 6-day weeks and keep hitting potholes. But man, what the hell was I talking about? Sometimes I forget what I was talking about too. That's another confession. But yeah, I was talking about going in my garage and having to do shit. And I work an average of. Let me get some more potholes. These are nice roads we have here in West Virginia. But I work an average of 55 hours sometimes. I don't know, it averages from 50 to 60 hours. I'll just say that. So that's around 55 hours. That's what happens. And I only work 5 days a week usually. I already said that. But here recently I've worked, damn, I don't know, once a month there for the past, wow, man, that light's gonna get me. Son of a bitch. Sometimes I sit and talk to myself. No, I'm lying, it's not sometimes. I talk to myself all the time. Because ain't nobody else to talk to in here, fugging. Look at that guy's four-wheeler. Oh, he's got an Arctic. I guess it's an Arctic cat, but maybe it's a discount model because the cat was missing off the sticker. It just says Arctic on it. But what else? Sometimes I'll be looking you dead in the face and you're talking to me and telling me some shit and I ain't heard a motherfucking word you said because I'm thinking about guns or cars or truck parts or something. And you'll repeat it and I still ain't heard you. I don't know why I'm like that. I have a great attention. You know, if I'm interested in something, I'll give it lots of attention. But sometimes what people are standing right in my face telling me is not interesting, and I can't follow along. So I lose my train of thought, and then they're like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, well, let's go do it. And I'm like, what was we doing again? Motherfucker! That's usually my old lady. That usually happens with my old lady. She's like, you ain't listening to that damn thing I'm saying, are you? And I was like, nah, I'm not listening. I'm a clown sometimes, y'all. And the thing is, I got a lot of shit going on in my mind all the time. It never stops. And I just got to make shit funny, man, to get by. There's shit that bothers me every day, all day, and I got to just make up funny shit to overcome it. You know, do I suffer from depression and shit? Probably. I know I have anxiety sometimes. Am I going to go to the doctor and get medicine and shit? Hell no. Hell no. I ain't going to do that. I'll just deal with it. Because it's just how we do, man. I don't need to be dependent on anything, any kind of shit like that. That's going to make me feel a certain way or be a certain way. You are who you are. You shouldn't have to take drugs to be who you want to be. You know? That's just how I feel about it. I could be way fucking wrong. I'm not a psychologist. I've never took any what do you call that? Psychiatry classes or anything. I didn't go to college. Hell, I dropped out of school in the 11th grade. But, you know, I went to trade school. Took 2 years of machine shop and would have been a certified machinist right now in my life, but I didn't graduate high school, so they didn't give me the fucking certificate. I can build some shit in the machine shop though. I can make all kind of shit, yo. I just ain't certified. I know what machines do and all that. That was when CNC was just coming into effect, and the computer controlled lathes and mills and all that. And I'm not really computer savvy, so that didn't fit my narrative. So, I mean, my teacher was old school, and of course he had a college education, so he got down with the computer shit. He knew what was up, but he also knew what was up, that if one of his buddies or something needed a part built for their four-wheeler or for their gun or something like that, he could come in there and look at this stone dude in his class, which was me, because I smoked 2 big old fucking hog legs with a friend of mine, going to the adult trade school class in the morning, be stoned as fuck. But my teacher could bring some kind of broken part to me and say, hey, here, we need one of these, or he needs one of these, or he needs one of these, and I'll grade you on it. And I'm like, all right. Never got a complaint. I always made some good shit. It might take me all day to make one part, but it was good. I know how to read a micrometer. I know how to read a vernier caliper and shit like that. I can do it. I know how to hit these fucking potholes too. But what's another confession? Another confession. I haven't had my fishing license since 2016, maybe. I've only been fishing like twice since then, though. I used to fish all the time, man. I love to fish. I love to hit potholes too, but I don't have any time to fish. Is the crazy thing. And you know, sometimes I'll be at work. It's another confession. I'll be at work. It's usually right before daylight, and man, it's killed me. I almost can't hold my eyes open, and I've only been driving an hour or so. And if you hadn't noticed, there's a bed right there. That's the worst thing in the world when you're tired, is riding up the road and there's a fucking bed looking over your shoulder the whole time. It's like, hey man, you really want to come back here and take a nap, don't you? I know you do. And it's like subliminally telling me, come on back here. It'll be fine. You can cover up. Look at your pillow. Oh gosh, don't it look comfortable? And I'm like, fuck it! And I'll pull in the rest area and I'll take like a fucking 20-minute nap. And get up and I'm like, damn. Now I gotta make this time up. And there ain't a whole lot of time making up when your truck will only do 70 miles an hour. So, you know, a lot of times I leave early just because of that, just so I can stop and take a nap. Which don't make no sense. Why don't I just sleep that extra 20 minutes in my bed? Because it's fucking different, okay? It's not the same as when it's turning daylight, from dark to daylight, first thing in the morning. That shit bothers me sometimes really bad. And I can't even hardly hold my freaking eyes open, and I'll stop and take a nap. That's another confession. What other confessions do I got here? What else do I got? This is my confessions. You know, sometimes I'll listen to some just instrumental, like bass music. Like, I guess you'd call it like trap music or something. No words or minimal words, like mixing and shit. You know, I've done that since I was a little kid. You know, with the mix master and all them guys from New York and shit. I've liked some, I ain't gonna say it's techno, but you know, scratching and guys on the turntable hooking it up. I've got down with that for a long time, and I still get down with that every now and then. You know, I haven't put my subs in my pickup yet, so it's not as cool if you don't have subs and you can like pound it. You know, that's when I really like it. But I kept my subs out of my old pickup that I sold and just have installed them in my new pickup. See, that's another project. That's another confession. Damn it, I got all these projects that I need to do. And I get home, man, and I'm like, yeah, I still got a bunch of daylight. But about this time of day, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get home and excuse me, good coffee. But about this time of day, usually it's 8:30 right now, and I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm going to Pittsburgh. I rolled out of Charleston at like 5:45 this morning, and it's 8:30 now. And about this time of day, man, I'm a morning person, but I like to get shit done in the morning. I don't like to do shit in the evening. But about this, I'm gonna say it again. Like this time in the morning, I'm like, man, when I get off, I need to do this, do this, do this. I'm gonna have time to do it because I'm gonna bust my ass and get back. You know, I'll be back in town by 3:30, 4 o'clock today. So I got, you know, until 9. Well, I usually go to bed about 8:30 or 9. But I can get some shit done, and I'll go home after work and sit in my recliner. And it's another confession. My woman will bring me dinner in my recliner, and I'll sit there and eat. I'll watch TV, watch the news, watch fucking Judge Judy. or put it on History Channel. I love History Channel. That's probably my favorite channel. But I'll do all that, and I ain't getting shit done outside. I'll step outside, smoke a cigarette, throw the frisbee for my hound dog, come back, sit back in my recliner. I'm just a lazy fucker, I guess, you know. I mean, I should work 12 hours at work and then go home and bust my ass and just top it off. Just make a whole 16-hour day out of it. But I'm too fucking lazy for that. I don't know, y'all. I just felt like making a this is my confession video. You know, sometimes I tell somebody that I like something that I really don't. That comes back to bite me. Because they're like, oh, hell, he loves this. Check this out. And I'm like, you know what, man? Really, I don't like it. And they're like, well, what the fuck? Well, you know what? I was drunk when I said that. Don't ask me nothing serious when I'm drunk, because I ain't gonna remember, and it's hard to fucking tell what I'm gonna tell you. Alright. Just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep it in mind. I don't get drunk a whole lot, you know. Matter of fact, I ain't really been drunk for a month. I'll have a few beers, but I mean, actually getting drunk, that don't. I don't know. I like drinking some beer sometimes, but it's got to be. If I'm gonna get drunk, it's a situation where the crowd is right, or the situation, or something's going on that I can just start chugging beers. And I mean, and I'll drink freaking 18, 20 beers, and I'll pull up from the flow up. And I get up in the morning, and I'm like, damn, I feel like hell. I feel like hell for 2 days after that. And my old lady's like, well, you was drinking shots of liquor, and I don't ever drink liquor, y'all. Hardly ever drink liquor. And I'm like, damn, why you let me do that? Well, she knows she can't tell me no, because I'll fucking go do it 8 more times. If she says no, that makes me want to do it even more. It's just a man thing. That's just how it is. But this is my confessions. Ah, shit. Sometimes I'll go speeding up through PA. I'll be just hammered down in a 55 zone doing 70. I'm not saying I'm doing that right now, but my foot's on the floor. This is my confessions. What else? What else do we got? We got some more confessions, I'm sure. I'm sure we do. Man. I don't know. Sometimes I want to make a video, and then I'll make it, and then I'll rewatch it, because I won't ever edit anything. I'll just rewatch it, and I'm like, if there's one little part that I don't like, or I said something that was kind of stupid, which I say a lot of shit that's kind of stupid, but it's in a humorous way. If I say something that seems somebody's going to take a little different, maybe I'll just delete the whole damn video. I've deleted hundreds of videos, y'all. You don't even know. And I've got 130 some videos on my YouTube, and nobody hardly ever sees them because I got 2 strikes, and every time I turn around, the YouTube master's just standing there with his cock out, ready to stick it in me somewhere. What'd you say, boy? Squeal like a pig. Hey, y'all, this is me, and I'm a morning person. Late in the evening, you won't see me acting like this. You know, after 5 o'clock, usually you won't see me acting like this, because I'm sitting in my fucking recliner in front of my TV. Talking shit to the people on the news. That's another confession. I talk shit to the TV all the time. I talk shit to other drivers all the time. I talk shit to people on the CB radio all the time. Not really all the time. I'll fuck with people though. I get on there and just say shit just that I know that's gonna piss drivers off. And then I won't even say nothing. I'll let them talk back and forth, and they end up arguing with each other. And it's funny. It's fucking entertainment, y'all. This job, you need some entertainment sometimes. That's another confession I got. When I was on the road, I was parked at a truck stop over in Detroit, Michigan one night. And I'm sitting there And it just happened to dawn on me. I looked up and I'm like, son of a bitch. I got my CB radio on, Sirius radio's on, playing out the speakers in the truck. The fucking TV's on, and I'm sitting here holding my phone watching YouTube videos. I'm like, what the fuck's up with all this damn noise in here? And I don't know, it made me feel like I was at home, like a bunch of people doing shit, and there's all kind of shit going on, you know. The grandkids are running crazy, and I'm trying to watch TV, and somebody's jamming on the radio, and somebody's talking on the phone. It just felt normal to me, and I'm like, damn, I got it made. That's another confession. You know, I mean, what else? Here's another confession. Sometimes I'll be jamming on some Chicago, some Air Supply, and then I'll switch it out to some Body Count, and then I'll switch it out to some Spose. Don't know if y'all know about him or not. And then I'll swap that out to some Rage Against the Machine. Then I'll swap that out for some Hank Williams Sr., some Lefty Frizzell. Swap that out for some Iron Maiden, some Slayer. I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm a busy motherfucker in my mind all the time. Even though I might just look like I'm just sitting here like this, my mind's going a million miles an hour. Maybe I have something wrong with me, I don't know. Maybe I have all the right things wrong with me. Maybe it's all right instead of being all wrong, right? Wrong. I entertain myself, fucking. Maybe I'm crazy. Fuck, I don't know. Ain't nobody to talk to in here. It's like, hey man, you wanna talk to this water? Alright, y'all. That's all I got for this. I don't know if it'll be posted or not. We'll see. I'll rewatch it and see how stupid it actually was. But it was hilariously stupid, I'd say. All these fucking potholes. But alright, later y'all.